I'm over here. Hold up. All right. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Can you hear your boy? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let's go. Let's go here. Let's go here. All right, we're good to go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Even family, hope every. All right, let's see who we got in the building. Hey, the Discord and YouTube members, they're showing up. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so we got Queen Rashella. We got Vic, King Vic, JC, Queen Fee. We got Jeff, Hefe. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Road Life, aka Spark 40. What's up? What's up, everybody? What is going on? Let me make sure that I'm good. All right. How many people we got here right now? Let me. I'm getting my bearings together. My bearings together. This is a bonus rapid fire chart analysis live stream, so a little bit early to the party. As you all know, some of you may know, this is typically hosted every Thursday at 6 p.m. However, your boy was away on vacation. I was away on vacation, so I wanted to make sure that I was coming back, and I've been pouring into the community as much as I can. Rather it's been giving plays, rather it's been like this morning we went live. We did a live trading session, real quick, in and out on SPY and AMD. We hosted the live stream on Sunday for the entire Discord community to go over the weekly strategy and to talk about things as it related to mindset in the market. And then we did a live training session, what was that, yesterday, with to include KGU, Keenan Grace's Discord, if you're not aware. So we've been busy since I've been back. All right, so caught me off guard today. Yeah, no, hey, I'm keeping you on your toes, big dog. That's what's happening. All right, so hey, what up, everybody? It's your boy Stacks for Real, Sacrifice for Riches. If you don't know who I am, right, I'm just another guy on YouTube doing this thing right now. Quick introduction for those that are new. I've been in the market trading for a little over 5 years. It took me about 4 years roughly to get profitable trading options. I'm still not profitable as it relates to trading futures. But those are reasons behind that, and I know why. I'm just not ready right now, but I will be soon. So most of my journey has been documented here on the airways, rather it was Instagram, Twitter. If you know me from KGU, you know I've been there since probably close to conception of that Discord. But a lot of my journey has been psychological, right? Because the technicals are the technicals. I know a ton of strategies, right? And you go through all these strategy hoops to kind of find your own way of approaching the game, because there's 1,000 different ways to make money, and they're all right? It's just a matter of what works for you, what system works for you. But eventually, as you're going through all this through the process, and you dial in your strategy, you know what works. There's still the importance of the psychology that's related to this market that I think needs to be more of an emphasis. So a lot of my content that I want to put out and that I talk to more so during live streams is based on the psychology of trading. I read a lot of books as it relates to self-development, self-improvement, things like that. More so than I don't read story-driven books or anything like that. I don't think I ever have, not since Goosebumps in school. So all my books are based on mindset, personal growth, because that's what it's all about, right? So moral of the story, work on you. Outside of that, I'm a 13-year military vet, and a father of two. I have a career, and I have a college degree. All right. So outside of that, I've helped tens of thousands of people in this game as it relates to trading. Many to which have superseded me as it relates to their bankroll. Right. I've been a conservative trader for some time now, and I'm still pretty conservative in my trading. Meaning, I don't bet a bag necessarily on a lot of my trades. I'm still doing like maybe a handful of contracts or whatever, and that kind of stunts my growth a little bit. Um, but I risk what I'm willing to lose and nothing more, and that's the name of the game. All right. So until I'm ready to do that, I won't be at millionaire status until I'm ready. So we have a Discord, Sacrifice for Riches. If you want to become a member, do so by hitting the join button, or you can hit the little money sign in the chat, and then you can click join. If you do that, then you can go over to the members tab, and then that members tab will then give you access to the link to our private Discord. All right. So, and then we'll walk you through the steps there. In the Discord, if you are Megalodon, you get live alerts. So what we're doing today, we're going through the rapid fire chart analysis, where I take your tickers from the chat and I identify the plays, right? From that, I have like a memory recollection as like what is of interest to me. And then behind the scenes, I may put together a trading plan for said ticker, and then that would be shared with the Discord, right? So if I have multiple plays, you won't get multiple trades within the Discord necessarily. You might get one swing trade here and there. I try to give a swing trade a few times a week, right? But the Megalodons, you get all the alerts with the entire breakdown from entry to take profits to stop loss targets, okay? So if you're interested in that, do consider hitting that join button. We'd love to have you over there. We're a pretty private, close-knit group, and we're doing our thing. If you are looking for more of a university and you're like looking for, let's say, more futures, like immediate, you're looking for more scalping, you're looking for like I guess a variety as it relates to education and maybe more crypto information, something like that, you know, we have KGU. And if you look in the description of this video, I have the link for KGU as well as my Discord. So but yeah, if you decide to do KGU, be a doctorate. If you decide to be a Sacrifice for Riches, be a Megalodon. Those are the best bangs for your buck. Guarantee you that you get above and beyond the value that you're paying for, because we make sure of it. We pour a lot into people, and that won't change. Okay, so let me look at the comments, and then we'll move over to the rapid fire. Right. So let's see who we got. DJ Trixie. All right. Love from London. Oh, let's go, London. Thanks for letting me know where you're from. All right. JC. Caught me off guard. Okay. And then, hey, my mom's in the chat. Shout out to my mom, Elaine. Everybody, put a pause and say what's up to my mom. My mom's here. We got to respect the queen. All right. Oh man, that shirt looks dope, right? If you want any of the swag, Sacrifice for Riches, then you just go to sacrificeforriches.com/shop. All right. Process over profits, and then Sacrifice for Riches. Okay. All right. Before we get into it, right, I want to know if there's any questions related to, I guess, what I do, who I am, whatever. And I won't spend a lot of time there. I'm just opening it up so I can mentally kind of get in the mindset of getting ready to do this live stream, because I normally do it on Thursday, so I got to flip my switch a little bit. Okay. All right. And also, those that are new here, do understand your boy typically shows up with a lot more energy, right? I genuinely look forward to being here, but it's just been some mental gymnastics, right? And I'm working on me and going through some internalized stuff, right? So my demeanor is kind of chill, right? But I still got you, okay? My mom sending kisses. All right. That being said, I don't see any questions, so we're gonna get into it. Please, if you are showing up, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. Let's do the thing, okay? So this is the rapid fire charts live stream, okay? What we do here, I look to the chat for tickers, right? Tickers of interest. And then you give me some context if you can, as far as what you're thinking about as it relates to that ticker. So for instance, are you looking at this stock for a call or a put? Are you trying to scalp it or swing trade it? Are you looking at a long-term hold or investment, right? Just tell me just a little bit about what you're looking at as it relates to the stock, so I can have my dialogue, my narration, kind of match what you're wanting, right? So I can kind of direct that traffic in my head onto you through the airways, okay? So that's that. Essentially, if your name is in green, that means that you are a Discord member and a member of Sacrifice for Riches. That means that you are priority. So if I see a name in green, give me a ticker, then, and a name in gray that gives me a ticker, the name in green is going to get priority, okay? If you are a KGU member, KGU is home, right? I always say that. It's a great community that I've been a part of for a long time, right? So if you are a member of KGU, that's family. So all you have to do is put hashtag KGU in your statement or your ticker request, and you also will have priority, okay, behind the names in green, okay? That's how we do things, right? So when I flip the screen to the chart, and I say go, I'm looking in the chat for the tickers, and we'll see what we can come up with, all right? I have a trusted timer. Today, I'm probably gonna run it for about 20 minutes, right? I'm gonna press a button. The moment that 20 minutes is up, we done, right? I'll open the floor at the end of this for a minute or two of questions, and then we will keep it moving, and I'll see y'all in the next one, okay? So let's see here. What's up, Collins? What's up, young Libra? All right. Roll Life, sending love to mom. That young has showed old man a lot. I'm trying. All right. So shout out to 18 people watching. Hopefully we got the likes to match. Share the video if you think if there's other people that's interested. All right. Or maybe interested. No Weatherman Rail today. What's up, King? I see you. All right. So let's go to, not here. I know this is live. Rapid fire. Let's go to, yeah, I want to do it on this screen today. No, we'll do here. We'll do here. We lit. What's up, Jeff? All right. So, this is the rapid fire chart analysis. We're starting now. All right. What we got? Give me a ticker. Meta, long-term leap. META, that is Meta Platforms, okay? That is brought to you by JC on the request. All right, big dog, let's talk about it. So a long-term leap. So the great thing about this is that we already did the work, okay? Homework is done, right? Let me get rid of some stuff because it's not relevant right now. All right, so I want you to understand that Meta is in the bottom half of my trading zone, okay? So what is that? That's below 632.46. For as long as we're below 632.46 on Meta, we are bearish, okay? For us to hop into leaps on Meta, I would be looking at 536.79 as a potential entry. We have to be careful at that level though, because you might get a liquidity sweep where we fall down and then it wicks back up. We want to look for this type of action before we hop into shorts. But right now, we're coming on down, and I'm not looking to get into Meta right now. I told you where I was looking. Okay. Now, currently, we are at a key level, but it looks like we fell below this level in the after hours. Okay. So, oh no, we're not there yet. We're right here. Okay. So post market, we're at 595. A key level for me is going to be here at 586. Okay. So if we fall below 586, we're going to continue on down to 536.79. If we hold above this line, we might be retracing back to this max take profit target 2 line, which is our crossroad at 632.46. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put an alert here on Meta, and then just so I have a placeholder, and then I'm going to go ahead and put myself a message here. Boom, boom. And I'm going to go this potential leaps. Look for leaps. Okay. We're going to leave it at that. And then I'm going to put this right here. All right. Why do I have a white circle on this? Well, it tells me that I'm at the bottom of my zone. That tells me that I'm at my floor, and there's a stronger reaction typically at this level, and it's likely a solid play. If you're a Megalodon within the Discord, you're automatically going to get the alert when it comes up. All right. So moving on, what we got next? XLC. Okay. XLC is communication services select sector. Okay. This is like an ETF. All right. So what are we looking at with XLC? Possible long investment, good entry point is what he's looking for. This came from Road Lives. Okay. Big dog. Well, this is pretty, this is on a nice bullish trend, but let's see if we can navigate it real quick. Give you some more solidified answers. Well, I don't need to do much here, right? At the end of the day, if you look at this, we fell below, or we fell between the 20 and the 200-day EMA. So if we were trading this, we wouldn't trade this, right? We wouldn't trade this. We don't like this, right? Because it's kind of like no man's land. So because we fell below the 21-day or the 20-day EMA, that's arching down. It looks like we're actually more likely to come down and retest this 200-day EMA at 106.19. Okay, so essentially, this is a key level here, big dog. This is a key level. I'm gonna mark that because I am interested, because we are in a nice bullish trend, and this looks like a healthy retracement at this time. So if you're looking for long-term action on this, 105.68 is the ideal move. I'm gonna move this alert up just a little bit so we can get it early, because sometimes we don't fall all the way to my level and we end up missing the play. I'm not gonna tag it more than just the alert for now. We're gonna move on. Hopefully that helps. I don't know much about the company either, so you'll have only know like the fundamentals of it as it relates to, or not the fundamental, not the company, but the ETF. I don't know what's in its portfolio, but take that into consideration if you're deciding for a long-term hold. So PFE, which is Pfizer Inc. All right, Pfizer hasn't been on my radar since COVID, right? So what have we done? COVID, good time, and then it dropped like a rock. So this tells me that they haven't done anything new, right? So we have this nice foundation at 26.56, and we broke through this floor, and it looks like we're failing to retake this level. So what are you looking for? Call options and take profit targets. Who is this? Queen Fee. Okay. So she's looking at call options and take profit targets. Let's go and zoom out a little bit more on this one, because this would be a swing trade for sure. All right, Queen. So here's what I say. I don't see call options until we break above 26.56. We can't even consider it until then, okay? So, and also I want you to notice that as price is going down, volume is going up, okay? So that's telling you that we're still in this bullish trend, right? We're still bearish as of right now on this play, okay? Another thing you might want to do is look at the volume profile, and this is pretty neutral where it is. So this is chop zone. I don't see this blowing up unless you get some major news, Queen, because as of right now, we're in like this big chop area between $40 and $26. So like I said, If you want to take a call, then I would just run it up to the 200-day EMA at $31.91 as of right now, and don't really think too hard about it. Okay, that's what I'll do. Okay, run buy shares. Rochella, Sunrun. I'm actually familiar with the company. My boys in solar, and let's see what we got. So we already did some technical analysis, and we already said that if we fell below this weekly supply zone, that we're likely going to fall like a rock, which we did, right? Which that was 2024, right? Which we did back here, and now we're coming back to retest that level. Notice that we did this this cup, right? This bowl, right? Now it looks like we're looking for a handle. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with cups and handles, but let's go with ARC. So if I go here and I go here, that is your cup, right? If you're looking at cups and handles, and then this is your handle. So just so y'all know, rule of thumb, there's about a 30%, I want to say it's about 30% of a size would be the handle, and 70% would be the cup, right? So and there's like measurements and stuff that you can use to kind of see what the volume is and all that stuff. But as of right now, we are looking bearish for the time being. If we get kicked out of the supply zone and we fall below 1845, then best believe we're likely to come on down to about 1341 before we kind of rocket back up towards the upside. So this could be a nice short play before we see some real reaction with the stock. Now, with solar being the way it is, and the government kind of taking away like what do you call it, spiffs or incentive, that's why a lot of the solar and energy companies, not energy companies, but like not Tesla, but those type of companies, right, have taken a hit. Green companies, I suppose we can say, has taken a hit. So there's a lot of indecision going on right now, and we just really need to wait and see. I would not be bullish or looking to buy any calls on this company until we kind of break 2169. Long-term hold, you can just buy and sell, or like buy and hold. But if I were to break it up into like 3 parts, let's say I got like $1,000 and I want to, let's say I got $500, right? Well, maybe let's keep it even. Let's say $400. Maybe I want to get in with $100 here, and then, but if we fall down to 1341, I might load up with the rest of the $300, right? Maybe by this time I'm willing to put more into Sunrun, but not unless we fall all the way down to $4, which I don't see that really happening. But time will tell. All right, too much time on that. My bad. Hood, ticker symbol HOOD. This was offered up by King Evan. All right. So we did a lot of work with this one. Hold up, let me just get rid of some stuff, clean up my chart. So Hood is Robinhood, right? They be robbing the hood. That's what they do, right? Robbing us retail investors with this gamified system that they have. I'm not trying to get sued, but at the same time, like, I call a spade a spade. At the end of the day, we're responsible for our own portfolios, and we take on the risk. So y'all just know who y'all dealing with if you get into Robinhood, okay? But essentially, I don't have any context with Robinhood, but as of right now, let's just say this. I have a supply zone that I identified a while ago. I might have to rework these levels, but as of, I don't know, when did I find this? Yeah. So this was a 4-hour supply zone. Let's see if it matches on the daily. No, it's a daily supply zone. So this is a daily supply zone, right? And it looks like we're having a little bit of a passive response, right? With some aggressive behavior. So I would give this a PA indication, and understand that we're actually trapped right now between the 20 and the 200-day EMA. So we fell through 124.61, which tells me that we're bearish. We're retesting the top of the supply zone at 113.05. In the after hours, we fell Oh, we're right there at the level at 113.24. Okay, for post market. So essentially, if we lose this, right? If we lose this support and we fall below this level, then the sellers likely will take over and push this all the way down to what we have, 105.35. Okay, and then from there we'd be going down to 101.35. And then from there, I don't even think that this is a thing at 98. We might just fall all the way down to the 200-day at 91.16. Okay. So, but for now, understand that we're bearish on Hood, right? There's nothing right now that's telling me that we will be bullish. There's no volume indication or anything right now that's telling me that it's time to look at calls. If anything, we're still short. Okay. Anyway, moving on. All love, Spark. Okay, let's get it. Oh snap, I'm on. Hey, you made it. What's up, Vlad? All right. Tesla call January swing. TSLA. This is brought to us by Queen Monique. All right, so we've been killing it on Tesla. Most Tesla plays that we play, if I call it, is about 300+%, almost all day, every day. The only reason why we haven't had any recent is because I didn't have the alerts turned on for Tesla, but we might need to fix that. So essentially with Tesla, we are bearish on Tesla for as long as we're below 415.49. Now, the next target for Tesla was 398.06. Essentially, based on my trading zone, if we fall below 398.06 and confirm, then we're likely headed to my floor of 376.56. If we fall below that, then we might see one of those you might see like one of those wicking situations, right? A liquidity grab where we'll sweep through my floor into this supply zone, find support, and bounce from here. But as of right now, we're bearish on Tesla. Okay, I'm not looking at calls right now. It doesn't look like it makes sense. It's not making sense to me until we break above 415.49. Now I know there's a big difference between 398 and 415. So I'll tell you this: if you're looking at the 15-minute or the, let's say, the 30-minute, then you want to look for price action around this level, because at this level, if we can see a reversal indication, then that tells me that we could very well see a retracement to 415, so you can ride that wave up. But we're below the 21-day, we're below the 200. We are 100% bearish on this position. Okay, so it's a no-go for me on Tesla calls until I see something that says something different. Okay, but let's see here if I zoom out. On top of that, we got a little bit of a head and shoulder situation that happened, and we did a retest, and it looks like it's going to come on down. So I'm going to say this: if Tesla falls below 398.06 on a 15-minute time frame and confirms, then I am looking at shorts all the way down to 376. Okay, hopefully that helps. What up, Rel? How about BBAI? BBAI by Vlad. All right. Hey, Vlad, just know, big dog, I know you signed up to be in the, like, as a member in the Discord, but understand, I think you signed up for a channel supporter. That does not give you the access that's required to see most of the channels. Okay, if you want just more channels and you want more access, then become a minnow, right? If you want all the live training and trading sessions and the backlog of all the training that I've provided, and you want the trading alerts on a daily basis where we're killing it, then become a Megalodon. It pays for itself, in my opinion. You just have to run the play the right way, right? So King Vlad says BBAI. That is Big Bear AI, name of the company. So we looked at this. So what I see here, like, because this is based on like previous data that I put together. So purple typically is representative of some type of imbalance. That's the only way I would put purple on my chart. So I'll have to look at that. And then the orange dash lines typically represents like a point of interest on the volume profile. as of right now, it does look like we have a little bit of a double bottom, but the neckline is here at 683. Okay, so you're kind of in a weird position on this stock because there's some chop on the way up and the way down. Let's see what the volume's looking like on this thing. I mean, volume's increasing on the sell side, but I mean, right now we're still bearish. A couple of things, okay? One, we're seeing a cross up of the 21 and the 200 day. I don't play off EMAs often, but it's nice to have when I'm trying to speak to direction and stuff like that as it relates to these stocks that you guys are looking at. So we have like a indication of a potential bullish move, right? So what I suspect is going to happen is that this is going to be in a neutral position for a little bit, and they're going to kind of flatten out. If these flatten out, then what you're doing, you're just really being patient because something's about to cook. If you see the 20 and the 200 at like a parallel, like a sideways parallel, like creating a channel, you should expect a huge move when that happens. But you have to be patient and wait for that to form before you do anything. I guess I'd say that if you can get confirmation above 628 on the 15 minute, it's probably a good time for calls. But as of right now, I don't see it. Like if you were to get in like at this very moment, I don't really have anything that would say, here's my my absolute stop, right? Like there's no, here's where my play is invalidated, because I don't see a validation in a play towards the upside as of right now. Hopefully that makes sense. But so yeah, I wouldn't be touching the stock right now. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Queen Nisha says XRT put options. Okay, so that's State Street SPDR S&P Retail. So it's an ETF for retail. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. And you're looking for what? What was that? Put options. Okay. All right, so just be careful with this for put options. Well, one, we have a V-shaped recovery. Two, we're above our 21-day EMA. We're flaring up. This is a weekly, so I'm gonna have to zoom in a little bit because you're probably looking more short term than long term. So looking at the 65 minute, we did just get a little bearish here. I want to zoom out a little bit more, see what we got. All right, you got to be careful because what's happening right now, Queen, if you're looking at put options, you have to understand where you are. This is an area of interest. So if I were to draw a volume profile, likely this is like a point of control here. And what you're doing, you're falling into some chop, right? You're falling right into some chop. It's a bad idea, in my opinion, to hop into a short or it's a bad idea to hop into shorts right now. Only because you're only moving about $2. Now, if you're scalping this, I get it. So I'll say this to you. If you can confirm, if you want to play this, if you can confirm below, let's go here, 78.72. If we confirm below 78.72, then sure, give yourself the grace of space and get yourself like a swing trade on this, right? But I wouldn't be playing no games. The moment that this broke back up above this level, that means that my play is invalidated and I'm just going to cut my losses. I'm not going to wait for this to like turn around or anything like that. I'm just going to cut. The moment it cuts above, I'm cutting it, right? Well, the moment there's a closing above, because you might see it come up, but will it be like a strong top wick back down? So you would have to wait for that candle to close. But I would be looking at the 15 to 30 minute time frame for something like this. So look, notice how as we broke into this, right, it looked like we had bullish momentum as we broke the level. Hold on, let me correct this real quick. But we get wicks happening on both ends, kind of representation of a potential indecision, then you get more wick than body, you get top wicks, and then you get all of this is happening. So this out the chute is essentially telling you that the bulls are losing steam. On top of that, as prices going up, you can see that also volume's going down. So that is also a representation that buyers are losing control. Now, as prices going down, right, volume's going up, right? So that's telling you that the sellers are taking over. So I am not seeing anything towards the upside, and I can't see a downside play, but you do need confirmation below here. Understand though, if you fall down, you do have a, what's this, a 15-minute demand zone that can be respected. Okay, so understand that as we're coming down, are we breaking a cycle and making a higher high and a higher low, and we're just coming down to retest this demand only for us to continue up? So be careful. That's why I'm saying the space is a little tight and is a little choppy, so it's not a clean play for me. Okay, it's not a clean play, but it's structured for a potential bearish move. It could be like a bear flag occurring here, but you just really need to wait for confirmation below. Okay, so last point on this is, if you see bearish momentum, like this volume continues to increase as price is going down into this position, then that's a good sign that you're heading in the right direction. Okay, my alarm went off, but I'm gonna finish what's on the screen and we're gonna keep it moving, and I gotta log off. All right, okay, I want to be a Meg. Okay, if you want to be a Meg, big dog, then go to the members tab, right? And then you'll click the gear button. It's like their settings, and then I think you have to hit manage membership, and then you can change your tier. Let me know when that's done in the Discord. Send me a screenshot and I'll update your role within the Discord. All right, we'd love to have you. Let's see here. You said Meg. I was about to type that in as a ticker. Okay, and then Spark says, or Roll Life says, PLTR, start a long position, good entry. PLTR. Oops. Let's see what we got. PLTR. That is Palantir Technologies. Okay, we already did some homework on this, but let's zoom out and see what the chart is telling us. You got a lot of homework on Palantir. Okay, so Palantir is still in a technical uptrend, right? We got higher highs and higher lows. This is still a trending channel towards the upside. However, understand or know that as price is going up, volume is kind of going down, right? And then now we have volume going up. Well, volume increased or popped for the bears, but we still have some time to go. So let me just take a peek. Yeah. So it did show that buyers got a little exhausted here, and we are in a potential trend towards the downside. Now we're in a demand zone right now for Palantir on the day. This is a daily demand. Okay, so essentially where we are right now, I wouldn't be looking to enter calls here until we kind of touch down here at the bottom of the demand zone, which would be about $61 or 161.22. Okay, once we hit 161.22, we're going to be looking for price action for a potential reversal. If we get that representation of a potential reversal, then that's a nice entry for a move to the upside. But the moment, if we get like a morning star, right, and if we fall back and we break the bottom of that doji candle on like a morning star, just using it as an example, or a hammer, whatever happens at the bottom here, then your play is invalidated. So then you'd be looking to change your bias to bearish with the plan for a rejection at the demand zone, so a failure of re-entry, so we can ride the wave all the way down to here about 149.27 or 149.16. Okay, so but hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to put this on the chart though. I like Palantir as a potential play, and I'm going to go ahead and hold up. I'm going to enter a channel, exiting channel, and we have the top of the channel is 169.72, 169.72, and then the bottom of the channel is going to be 161.22. Okay, so I'm going to say exiting. It shouldn't be crossing anymore, but 1 second. Exit. Come on, where's my cat? Exiting demand zone of 160. Come on, 169.72 top, and then there's 161.22 bottom. Looking for a swing trade dependent on price action and confirmation. If you are a Megalodon, you will get this alert. And I'll just keep it simple. Upside, so for calls TP targets, it's going to be 177.21, and then 183.94. That's what I'm thinking here. Then puts TP is going to be 149.16. Okay, but this is a swing trade. Okay, so that's there, and I think that's all she wrote. Okay, let's see here. This was the rapid fire chart analysis live stream with Stocks for Real. We do this technically every Thursday at 6 p.m. Okay, Central Standard Time. If you want to be a part of this and you're interested in me working through the chart analysis, then show up on Thursday. Share the channel with a friend or a community that you're a part of. Help me grow this channel if you want to see more of this type of content. Okay, I can't grow without y'all, and I'm pretty limited on time and what I can do, but when I do show up, I try my best to bring as much value as I can when I can. So with all that being said, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I will see some of you, I think tomorrow. I plan to do live training and potential trading. We'll see. And then Thursday is the next rapid fire live stream. Okay, and that's at 6 p.m. So let's see if we can show up and show out. Okay, I want to see if we can get to, let's say, like 200-300 people. I would love to see that. That'd be awesome. I would love to get through like 50 plus tickers if I can. But 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, King. Live mañana. Going live mañana in the morning. Yep, maybe. I'll let you know. I'm working on my schedule. But I got a full-time job too, so I got to make sure that I'm not robbing my company of the time that I've committed to them either, right? So I have to toe a line, you know. This isn't my full-time job, y'all. All right. Okay, that is all I got. You guys join if you have not already. I'll see you there. Stocks for real, sacrifice for riches, everybody.